Hi YouTube and fellow Doctor Who fans. Today I am going to be reviewing one of Jon Pertwee's episodes of the classic Doctor Who series, The Three Doctors. I've been meaning to actually review this episode for quite a while, but I've been very busy lately, what with work and my personal life. It's been very hectic, but today after work I said to myself, right, I'm going to watch this and then I'm going to talk about it. So yeah, just before I start, I just want to say Jon Pertwee is my favourite incarceration of the Doctor. I find his character to be very English, even though I am English. He is a very kind Doctor. He is a gentleman, and I suppose his character is more like James Bond, if like James Bond was the Doctor. This is the special edition of the Three Doctors, and it came in a box set, which is the Doctor Who Revisitations 3 box set, which comes with the Tomb of the Cybermen, and which I actually reviewed last time, and Tom Baker's story, The Robots of Death, which I haven't actually watched yet. So yeah, it's the first time I've ever watched this episode. I've been meaning to watch it for a long time, so when I saw it in the Revisitations box set, I thought, right, I'll actually go and buy that. So yeah, for this video I'm going to be talking about the story, then doing some recommendations, and then finally giving a rating for this amazing story. So like I said, the story starts off with this mysterious box being found in this forest by this lake, and this man's around the box. I think he's a hunter, and he's trying to find out what the box actually is, and suddenly there's this strange entity that comes out of the box and attacks him, and he suddenly disappears. And then a member of unit finds this mysterious box and brings it back to unit headquarters to the Doctor's lab, and there the Doctor and Joe Grant and the Brigadier, who is in charge of the unit task force, don't really seem interested about the box. They just think it's nothing. And as time goes on, this entity is going around trying to investigate its surroundings for some unknown reason. And I mean, as time goes on, the Doctor and Joe discover that this strange entity is trying to get hold of the Doctor, and it's a very, very powerful entity. It is very aggressive, and I mean, the whole of unit go out with machine guns and try to kill it, but I mean, nothing can actually stop it. And it doesn't actually help that these strange aliens, which you can see on the, let me just try to focus on, yeah, these actually strange aliens here come out and actually, I mean, they actually pop up all over the place, all around unit headquarters, and they can't actually be killed. They actually get shot like mad, and they don't really take any damage. So I mean, anyway, the Doctor and Joe get trapped in the TARDIS with this entity trying to actually get into the TARDIS, trying to get to the Doctor. And I mean, the Doctor knows that there's no escape, and he knows that his only chance of ever seeing another day is to call on his fellow Time Lords for help. So we see the Time Lords up in Gallifrey, trying to find out what's going on. And up in Gallifrey, they're not any actually better up there, because they're under attack from this strange entity, and their defences are weak, and they are struggling. So they need, they need help as well. So they know that the Doctor's their only chance for ever being saved, but they know that one Doctor isn't going to be enough to actually save them. So what they do is they decide to bring back the past previous Doctors, which is William Hartnell as the first ever Doctor Who, and Patrick Troughton as the second Doctor Who. So they think, right, 3 Doctors is going to be better than 1. So when Patrick Troughton meets his previous incarcerations of himself, it is really, really good. Unfortunately, William Hartnell was very ill while trying to make this episode, so he couldn't actually star in person in this episode. But you do see a lot of footage of him in this episode, of him up on the big TV trying to help Patrick Troughton and Jon Pertwee. And I mean, Patrick and Jon are very good in this episode. They complement each other so well. They're like bread and butter, fish and chips. They are really good together on screen. They're always arguing, they're always moaning, but I mean, at the same time they're always complimenting each other, and they go together so well. So I mean, anyway, they're all brought to this strange barren wasteland, and they don't know where it is, and they don't know why they have been brought here, and these aliens are all over the place as well. So I mean, as the story goes on, they discover that they have all been brought here because of this strange and mysterious and quite dangerous rogue Time Lord, which, let me see, which is actually up here, and his name is Omegon. And I mean, he actually invented time travel for the Time Lords. Without him, there wouldn't be any TARDISes. Without him, the Time Lords wouldn't be able to actually travel through time. So he invented time travel for this species, and he considers himself to be very important. He is such a good character in this story. He is the best villain I've actually seen in a Doctor Who episode so far, and that includes the Up to Date series. But I mean, he has been exiled to this planet where everything exists because he wants it to exist, because he wants all these things to exist. So he created the world that he lives in. I know it sounds confusing, but it really isn't. Anyway, he wants revenge on the Time Lords for sending him to exile and basically turning their backs on him, even though he invented time travel for their species. So I mean, he basically wants revenge, and he wants to get off this world. In the end, all 3 Doctors have to make a choice whether they actually help this rogue Time Lord out, or whether to destroy him and save the world. This villain is very, very good, because I've never actually seen an episode where the Doctor's actually faced with an enemy of his own species, and it's really, really good. The story is very, very easy to follow as well. It's not complicated whatsoever, and it's a 4-parter. You can see the front. Let's focus on there for a minute. Back. It is a 2-disc, so you've got a booklet, This one focuses on the 4 episodes, and it has special features on it. This too has got loads of special features on it. The special features are like all the special effects that they do for horror, and actually all the special features that they do. All the special effects that they do for the show. The documentaries are about the making of the show, and this is actually this episode celebrated the 10th anniversary for this show, so it was a really, really good and significant story. So yeah, all the special features are really good in this. Patrick Troughton's actually in pretty much all the special features, and he is really, really good with all his interviews. I would highly, highly recommend that you go and buy this now. For whatever it's going to cost, go and buy it. It doesn't matter. Or actually buy it in the Revisitations box set like I did. I don't really want to go over the top with this because I'm already going to be clipping this. So the rating I would give this is going to be a 9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if Patrick Troughton actually, not Patrick Troughton, if William Hartnell actually starred in this, but because there was clips of him in this, it would have got a 9. So, I don't know what I'm going to be reviewing next, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.